Hey Reefers, back again with another update. We have something big coming up, a big change to the sump. And I'm going to show you that here in a little bit. I did want to start with a little bit of a sad note. Unfortunately, I lost 2 fish. And if you're looking and if you're familiar with the tank, you'll see that most of the fish are all right front and center. It wasn't any of the normal fish. I bought 2 leopard wrasse, and if you know anything about leopard wrasse, they aren't exactly the cheapest or the easiest to care for. This well-established tank, my Mandarin that just floated by. There she is, there's Mandy. Always tough to get on camera, but I have a healthy pod population in here. She doesn't eat any of the frozen food, just feasting off the pods, which the leopard wrasse, I was told they were eating frozen food, which is exactly what I feed my fish. Big man here especially loves it. I mean, they all do, but because that's the only food I give them. But I put in a fresh thing of pods and put the leopard wrasse in. One was in the tank, or they both went in. Unfortunately, I don't have a quarantine system. I should have quarantined them. They came from a store that I always buy my fish from now, and just didn't work out. One of them was spotted the next day, and it was in here for, I believe, 3 days before I saw it kind of curled up in the corner back here. So I'm not exactly sure what went wrong. I know that that one was particularly stupid because up here in the outlet, it was lodged in there. One morning I woke up, I made breakfast and kind of looked in the tank for it and didn't see it swimming around, so it must have still been sleeping back in the rocks. It was sleeping back there in a little bit of sand. And then I came back from eating breakfast, and it was like a third lodged in there. So I said, damn it, how did I miss it this morning? And I reach my hand in and start pulling it out, and all of a sudden, tail starts wiggling. Oh, damn, that thing's still alive. All right, so I grabbed the prongs and pulled it out and started swimming around. And it was acting fairly happy for a couple days, but I never saw it eat any of the frozen food. I never saw it going after the pods like basically all the other fish were. So unfortunately, we lost those 2 fish. I don't know when I'm going to try adding another fish. I'm super happy with the relationship that all these fish have. They all have their own personalities and their own areas that they hang out, just to kind of point them all out. Of course, we have Big Buddy there, the blue naso. That's my puppy. There's Sixie, the 6-line wrasse. Loves going in and out of the rock. Interesting fish to kind of see where it pops out. Got the yellow tang that's been in there for quite a while, kind of a nervous Nelly. We've got my girlfriend's fish, Orky, the orchid dotty back. Very pretty fish. Had a little problem when we first added it. It liked to kind of bother the bristle worms. We have the blue chromis that used to have 2 other relatives, but they recently passed within the last couple months. The newest addition, Soli, the Solarensis wrasse. We've got Nemo back there, who mainly hangs out, just like in an anemone. Even though I had several anemones, never cared about them, but loves hanging out back in that in its green carpet. And we have Mandy, which I'm just going to have to insert a shot. Just because she loves kind of hiding. Oh, there she is back there. But, of course, like usual, horrible shot. So, I'll put a little short video here, and now you're seeing her. So, those are all the fish in the tank. I'm going to take you down to the basement and show you what I got from the bulk Reef Supply Black Friday sale, and then we'll meet back up here. All right, guys, here's the new Reef toy. I've had my skimmer in there for 3.5 years or so. I don't exactly remember how long, but I love that this has the neck cleaner on it because that's one of my biggest complaints, aside from it being difficult to drain and just use in general. It's a fine starter skimmer, but I have the feeling this one's going to be nicer. Also, got $10 off from Bulk Reef Supply, and let me throw it up here. The You Feeling It shirt. So when I go to coral things here around town, or somebody comes over to buy a coral or whatever, be sure to throw the shirt on. All right, let's head back upstairs. All right, guys, so here we are. I assembled the RSK 300. Pretty easy to put together. You just have to decide where you want to mount your Venturi, how you kind of want to position it. I plan on having it like this in the sump. That way the Venturi is closer to the, not like it really matters, closer to that side. I could have flipped it around and had it on the back. I don't think it would really matter all that much. If we do a size comparison, I know that the Red Sea Reefer is closer, so it appears even taller, but it's, in real life, it's about that much taller than the SCA, I forget exactly, the 302, the SCA 302. As you can see, I had a little overflow here recently. That was just yesterday. It's been a fine little skimmer. I just, I wanted to upgrade. It's been in there for several years now. It worked just fine, but it has been a little finicky. The body of this is quite a bit bigger. I've heard good things, so we're gonna throw it in there now. All right, guys, so we got the skimmer in. If you could see, there's red above and below that. That's where your water level's supposed to be. So we got that in. I have the hose, the drain hose, just kind of looped up over and around. It's in a closed position right now. So we're gonna start this. Oh, so on the old skimmer, you kind of had this little dot that you could barely see, and you just kind of put it to whatever position. There was, 1 to 5 or max or whatever. And here you have more of it's a different kind of style. There's down in there, you can't really even see it. There's like a little crescent, well, oh yeah, you can. There's a crescent shape down there. You should be able to see it closing up. I don't know if you can make that out on camera, but we're gonna start it in the all the way minus and see how the water level goes from there. And that is all the way minus. This will take a little while to break in to kind of form a skin on it, essentially. And it'll take some adjusting over the next couple days. I just want to get it fairly close as it gets used to, or as it kind of self-regulates. So I'm going to keep it probably right at the very bottom of the neck, because it will start to grow after that. As I said, it forms that skin. Give it a little bit more. So far, it didn't have that big kick like the last one did every time it turned on. Super quiet. Especially next to that dude, that I need to figure out how to adjust this a little bit, because I don't know if I can mess with the gate valve, or with the gate valve. I'm gonna do some adjusting in here and see what I can do to especially quiet this guy down. But so there's the new addition. I still haven't cleaned the sump. I do have time this weekend, so I'm gonna get to that after putting this video up. All right, until next video, peace.